Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Happy Saturday, folks. Oh, not quite framed by that. That's fine. I can sit back a little. Okay, here we are. It's an exciting day. I'm not sure we're going to beat EarthBound. In fact, I'd almost bet against it, but I can't remember the end game entirely of EarthBound. So, we're going to find out together. So, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Hold on. Fix my eye lines. Should have, I could have done more prep here. Good. Okay. There's nothing to be done about that curtain right now. Oh no, Cedric. Hello. I'm not dismayed that you're here. I It's very warm here today in this city, and we were at drag brunch, and it was a great time. Imbibed a little, and so I went with nothing for the title. Not literally, but towards Giygas, which is truly what we're doing. Forgetting that I'm in Magi-can, which obviously last week I was thinking like, oh, easy. Something about can, can't. Well, thank you anyway for bringing it in the chat. I hope that Saturday is treating you well. Saturday's treating me very well so far. Wish it wasn't quite so hot and that I wasn't about to start drinking a hot cup of tea. As we come to a close here, I'm officially just resigned to playing this game in a computer chair. But at least we have a new camera angle. I got to get a proper curtain rod. Right now I have a tension rod that's like inside the window box. So it's tough to get the curtain to properly cover. So we're going to occasionally have a shiny behind me. I'll fix it again right now, but as you'll see, it's not going to last. Last night, I was supposed to be going to a drag show called, the name of the show was Super Mario Party. So I had acquired this Princess Peach shirt. And then Jocelyn Towers, my dearly beloved drag mother, didn't feel like going out, so we just stayed in. So I'm wearing it today instead. So we're all peached out because I got my Princess Peach shirt on, and in the process of cleaning and tidying my house, I discovered I have way more of these Edwardian Mario portraits than I thought. For a while, that was Danielle's go-to for every gift-giving occasion. I didn't realize I had Peach. I knew I had Rosalina and Daisy. I kind of wound up because the way she was making her choices early with this thing was she would go like, she would just randomly text me in like late November and be like, what are 3 cool Mario characters? The first 3 that come to your mind. And then because of me, I need to show off my deep Mario lore. So I never go to, it's like people, who never play as Mario in Mario Kart. Like I just never said Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach. So it's saying other, it's like Goomba, Birdo. And then at a certain point, she got me so many of these portraits. I was like, babe, like I'm running out of place to store this stuff. This is before we lived together. And like moving out of here sometime soon. I don't want to put this many things on the wall. So then we yeah. That's actually 3. You know what? I'm inclined to guess. I've never seen this artist's booth anywhere. I've never encountered like the options. I only get the ones I get. I'm inclined to say, like, if I was a betting man, I'd bet she hasn't done any of the 3 of those. But I also bet that, like, if she's still doing them and someone suggests, she'd be like, oh, that's fun. It's Charging Chuck, especially. Like, put him in like the old leather kind of football pads and helmet. So yeah, I got the Peach portrait behind me. And then I got, Peach is featured prominently, as you would expect, on this excellent Super Nintendo World mug. Let me just give you a quick tour here of the Princess Peach shirt. When I went over there last night, I wore it last night too, but I didn't get all sweaty or anything. So I was like, I can wear this again today. I'll take a shower. But I went over there, and Jocelyn Towers asked me like, "Oh, so where'd you get that?" I was just like Nintendo.com, which they all thought was funny. So yeah, they didn't. This job was too important. British, welcome. The shirt was too. They weren't going to outsource this project just to some company that specializes in making garments. They did this one in house. So what they did, it's like it's an okay shirt, but they loaded it with uh, signifiers because we have the huge Peach portrait that looks excellent right on the front of it, but then also Super Mario down on the cuff, the official Nintendo logo down at the bottom, and then on the right shoulder, on the right tricep, the crown symbol that would show beside her score in Mario Party maybe or something like that. And then I assume I'm showing this to the camera, just in case you didn't get it. Thank you, Panda World. Happy Saturday. So yeah, pretty enthusiastic about this shirt. Enthusiastic enough that I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's actually not that hot in this room. I guess it's the feel like temperature, you know? Okay, here we are. But before we get started, you're going to come on an adventure with me. Because I downloaded the update for Game Boy Online on Switch. I didn't go yet. In theory, if I actually do deliver on my promise and finally start the 30-minute retro review show next week, the idea is eventually, in the weeks where they update this, that'll be the theme. Balloon Kid is an amazing game. It's I had never heard of it. I did not realize that there was any balloon fight media beyond Balloon Fight. Balloon Kid is basically Balloon Fight 2, I guess, except instead of playing as fish guys, I think the guys in Balloon Fight are fish. You play as this kid, obviously, and instead of clearing individual screens and then occasionally going on a balloon trip, it's just balloon trip mode. But then there's a lot more stuff in it than just little, enemies plus electric charges flying through the sky. And then on top of that, uh, if the game isn't your jam, but you like chip tunes, and the Game Boy is a pretty famously well regarded chiptune sound card. If you're into that kind of thing, but you don't want to play the game, I'd still check out the soundtrack. Every one of the levels, at least as far as I played, they're all like remixes or variations on a theme of the Balloon Fight song, which is a bop to begin with. It's excellent, but okay. One day we'll do what I'm about to do and then play the games each for 30 minutes each. Today we're just going to look at them. You'll see my reaction, and then we'll play EarthBound. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. They're dropping these in an interesting order because Wario Land 3 and 4 across Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Online already available. This is a terrific game. Sword of Hope, I believe the earliest RPG released on the Game Boy. The CRPG Addict didn't think much of it. I've never played it. I might check it out for a minute. And Fortified Zone. I don't know what to make of this pair. He's got terrible posture. Just wretched posture. Well, all right. I look forward to learning more about that later. Let's return to our regularly scheduled programming. It's always exciting when they put games up that I haven't played or that I haven't played much. Because I played a lot of video games. And particularly video games released on Nintendo platforms in the 80s and 90s. Mm-mm-mm. Ba-dum. All right. Ooh. I'm into that because is the new actual Fire Emblem? What's the word on that? What's the outlook? What are people saying? Is it a relationship simulator with some like easy mode Fire Emblem battles attached? No offense, 3 houses. Or is it like a challenging tactical RPG? Or some third thing? Let's go mint. Mint flavor today. I'm not going to feel cool, and probably wherever you are, you won't. But at least we'll have cool window frames. Beep, 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 beep. I'm just a faint memory. You don't usually remember me, but you've heard my song in the back of your mind. Okay. And listen, 3 houses. Certainly, I never finished even a single leg of it. But it certainly had a good cast, and like there were parts of that story I found compelling while I was playing it. Can't remember where I did and didn't go. Hi! This shop specializes in puddings and pendants. You'd like to buy some, wouldn't you? What do you want to buy? Neither of these things. So Ness is in Magicant right now, a world he created with his own mind. I'm not sure what that does to the mother chronology, because Magicant existed in... Yeah. I actually, when I started the game, I had done Awakening and Fates on hard mode classic from the start. As it like, because I didn't used to, I'm pretty good at tactical RPGs now because of this meat grinder I put myself through, but I was not. And then my roommate at the time got the game, and I was like, geez, it sounds really good. I have a 3DS. The time is now. And then he was playing on classic hard, and I was like, well, Alan's not getting one on me. So you can see I had no choice. My pride demanded it. So I forced myself to learn. And I had done all that, so when I played 3 houses, I was like, I can take a rest. I'll stay on classic mode. But I'll go just down to normal. I started playing, and I played, a fair little bit into the game before because I thought, maybe this is so easy because it's like the tutorial. They just made the tutorial run of stages too long or something. And then eventually I was just like, okay, I don't know how I could ever get a unit killed. Like, if I send my magic users up to helplessly be attacked by melee fighters, they just tank it and then one-shot them. And I don't grind. I don't min-max. You kicked my butt badly. I won't forget. Ooh. Magicant, being based on Ness's feelings, changes colors like a mood ring. You destroyed my pride. Arrgh. Magic butterfly, even his dreams, makes Ness relax. But yeah, Magicant definitely exists. I mean, I suppose it's just possible that, everyone, or maybe at least every psychically gifted person is capable of creating a Magicant of their own mind. Yeah, I bet it would have been for me if I hadn't honed myself like a fine blade through Awakening and Fates. But even when I went to hard, I just stomped right through the entire game. And then there's so much to do between the stages. And in one sense, that's good. But when I kept, I'd finish a battle and be like, well, maybe the next one will cause me to have to think about where to move a unit. Uh, but I had to wait like 45 minutes to find it. It just didn't hit for me. Me, I'm you. Wait, no, Ness doesn't have a little wiener voice. Me, I'm you when you were younger. Hey, let's play ball. Do you prefer reading comics or playing games? What? You're busy. Yeah, I think I did one mission once on Lunatic difficulty just to get the feel of it. And I don't think I played it out hard. I think I was like, okay, this is stupid. What? You're busy? Sorry, buddy. Thank you for remembering me. Well, I don't remember you enough to change the color here. Hey, it's Magicant. No problem here. Oh, hey, it's Pokey. Ness, you're so lucky. I envy you. I have no luck. Ness, well... Okay. Let's be friends forever, alright? I don't know, Pokey. We had fun one snowy day. I melted. But I am still real in your memory. You ever notice how in the Frosty the Snowman song, it's just like, geez. He just leaves. And then it's like, let the children know he'll be back again one day. But then they made a children's cartoon out of it where Frosty, like, dies slowly in front of the children. They take him into the greenhouse to hide from the magician who wants his hat back. And he's like, geez, I don't know. I don't feel so good. Like, Frosty, no, don't leave us. Upsetting stuff. I didn't know the name of the girl you used to like. Ness opened the present. There's a PSI caramel inside. Ness takes it. Oh, sweet. I was like, is he only able to take it because I don't have anything else, any space? Ah, Ness, let's play. La la la. My name's Nico. Let's run and sing and dance. Yeah. Somebody get a blanket. Frosty's sick. He needs to lay down and rest. Ah, long time no see, Ness. Ness, Pokey took my snack. Fresh. Giygas. Peace. We haven't played together lately. I'd like you to take your time, because this country will disappear when you wake up. It's a bleak thought. I'm glad no one in my... I can't remember a time in one of my dreams where someone in my dream just started being like, you know that I just cease to exist if you, like, you son of a bitch. I want to live. Ooh, that's a really good question, Cedric, because it's close. Like, I mean, it's close enough that I would wager, hold on, that any influence was more like internal. Link's Awakening, Japanese release June 6th, 93. And EarthBound a year later, August 27th, 1994. Although we have to recall that development for EarthBound, like, they had designed the game and they were having such a problem programming it that they brought in Satoru Iwata after like a couple of years to look at their code and like and their design documents and figure out what to do. And Iwata-san told them something to the effect of, so, if you trust me, and we delete all of this and start over from scratch. I can show you how to make your game in a year. Or you can continue on with the work that you've done already, and you'll never get done. It's just never going to be finished. So, feels to me like the ideas probably, you could almost imagine that Itoi and Miyamoto and Tezuka were like in the Nintendo cafeteria. Miyamoto was like, it is interesting that the two of you have like different dream concepts. Please rest. The dream you'll have here is a dream within a dream. Your heart knows things you aren't aware of. Do you want to sleep? Hell yeah. Okay. I suppose if there was a dream within a dream sequence, it would be memorable enough that I would have remembered it, not been like, oh, is there a dream within a dream sequence? This is Buzz's tombstone. He appeared early in the game. It gave up the ghost before he achieved his goal. That's a bleak inscription. I am your courage. I follow you here in Magicant. And my name? Let's say Flying Man. Yeah. Flying Man joins you. Did you want to talk to me? I'm sorry. There's really not much to say. Did you want to talk to me? I'm sorry. There's really not much to say. I've got a prediction. Yeah, okay. Once you get the courage, I'm curious about something. I'm going to use the rewind for the sake of maybe learning something, maybe not. Okay. Yes, they're all just your courage. I was curious if I felt 100% sure that you get whichever flying man you talk to first, that they weren't specifically coded to be the joiners near the door. But I was curious if they might be the other things, like, I am mere empathy and stuff like that. Ness, I still feel pain where you wounded me. Well, I mean, were you attacking me? I'm probably also still hurt. I'm a child. The Sea of Eden is filled with ultimate intelligence. You can't go there unless you're truly ready. It's a place where you can touch the truth of the universe. Going there may bring sorrow. Well, I remembered that. You go into the field and immediately the music changes without a scene change. It's the Electro Swoosh. Flying Man threw a punch. 31 hit points of damage. Electro Swoosh sends a greeting. Greet this. Smash. Ness gains 17,000 experience. And an extra 75 too. Miss Thumpa leveled up. And Frosthaven yesterday. Oh, Ness. Hey, me. I found my cap that you lost. Ness got the baseball cap. Is this equipable? Must be equipped as other. Is it worth equipping as other? Heavens no. Unless there turns out to be a gimmick. Let's open the present. There's a bag of Dragonite inside. He's got too much stuff already. Can't get rid of anything to take another bag of Dragonite that I'm never going to use. But I have to use at least one bag of Dragonite before the game ends. I gotta remind myself not to save it for the final boss fight. If you know, you know. You engage the loaded dice. Ness has a real bad memory of getting hustled during recess. This time no one came. Flying Man sets in on the high-class UFO. Loaded dice is tame. Ness took 8 damage. It's okay. In this fantasy world, Ness is gonna be fine. He makes the rules here. See a cool question mark enemy marker up ahead. Was the left path the one that is shorter and probably has a treasure? Well, obviously, you love to just defeat the die before it summons anyone, but I think we'll be okay. Oh no, Flying Man took a hit there. You can't heal Flying Man, so he's just like a teddy bear that fights. Oh, pardon me. Oh. Eventually he'll be smashed, that's what I'm saying. Let's open the present. Goddess band inside. That sounds like something to have. Oh, what if there's a gimmick? PSI Caramel isn't that good, is it? It's just not. That's most likely for Paula. But that's why it's very important. As part of Ness's emotional journey. That he takes the time to get it. And that he's willing to sacrifice something so that he can carry it back for her. A Fobby. I was excited when Flying Man got the smash, but it still wasn't enough for a one-hit kill. That's his level. He's now 73. Hit points up 1. Psychic points up 1. Don't know if I would have ended those sentences with exclamation points myself, but to each their own. Let's open the present. There's the Magicant bat inside, but he's got too much stuff already. Really curious about that. Luxury jerky. Gourmet version of jerky. Is actually quite an item. These horns of life are going to be useful. I can see Ness using the super bomb. I'm gonna say maybe there's no gimmick. Watch the Magicant bat turn out to not even be better than the ultimate bat. No, it is. Okay, good. Is it even better than the bat that we can get back from the Tenda? From the Tenda? With the thing there? The Horn of Life? There's only one way to find it, and that's to get it a Magicant. Should have healed. Alright, well, let's find out what the question mark enemies are going to be. Something mysterious, no doubt. Encounter Mr. Molecule and its cohorts. That's fun. I remember my great aunt Charlotte giving me a not a chemistry set, but you know, like a atom model set when I was a kid. So, you a brain? You a brain? She was from Boston. Take that, Molecule Man. Okay, good. Surprise opening attack. There's definitely a chance of this being them getting a surprise opening attack. Damn. Well, Flying Man did nothing in this battle in the end. Ah, he's drawing fire. He's pulling aggro from poor Ness. Huh. Well, it doesn't matter. 1-on-1. Mr. Molecule is just an atom. Magic tart. We'll be okay without the magic tart. I hope. There's no room for it. Flying Man looks like he could carry a magic tart and maybe some other items in his gullet. You engage the carefree bombs. Hate the sound of their name. Oh no, Flying Man. I like that the carefree bombs are just throwing bombs. Oh no, he went up to a super bomb. Kill him, Ness. You gotta win this fight. Whew. That's a tough one. It's a good thing that the damage accrues in real time. Ness's level's now 74. Offense up 2. HP up 2. Psych points up 1. 76 is a multiple of 4. I'm gonna try beta. No, oh no, not healing. That was a waste. Life up beta. Yeah, okay. From 300, a beta will max out Ness's hit points. Oh, that could not really have gone much worse, could it have? At least it's Mr. Molecules and not Mr. Bombs. Yeah, I definitely think Flying Man would win in a fight with Molecule Man. I had a They Might Be Giant song in my head earlier today. I get a kick out of these guys being bad at doing things. Ooh. Solid 750. That'll take out a Molecule Man. Okay, hold on. What? They Might Be Giant song I'm just thinking of today. I actually don't know. I don't quite recall. I know that recently I was singing Don't Let's Start. That was just now. Alright, take down the carefree bomb. Oh, he opened with the super bomb. Wish he wouldn't. It's a great song. Okay. It's going poorly right now. There. Oh no. So the Mr. Molecule's gimmick is eventually they figure out how to do stuff. Broke the carefree bomb into pieces. Oh good, they're still not very impressive with that. Great. They're cute little guys, though. Felt like I was zeroing in on the song, but I wasn't. Oh, no, I got it. It was I Can Barely Hear You, or I Can Hear You. The song from Factory Showroom that they recorded at the Edison lab on the, like, you know, thing that records on wax cylinders that Edison made. Because I was in a situation where I could barely hear somebody I was talking to. And this turns out to be a teleport point. Huh. Into the Magicant version of the Deep Darkness. Oh my. Boss fight. Oh, it's the Kraken again. Hey, buddy. Gotta use things sometimes. Oh, I like Ness's odds if this thing sucks. Okay. It is still a boss, but it's not scaled. Ness is now level 75. Offense up 1. Guts up 1. Vitality up 1. Luck up 1. Maximum hit points up 12. Let's realize the power. PSI rockin' Omega. You know what? If I can get a Nintendo DS emulator working, we're doing the Super Princess Peach game where she goes to like the emotion land. Okay, so Kraken is just a standard enemy up here. Okay, I'm glad that Flash Beta didn't work since it can just cause you to die. Boom. Kraken and grinding. Not that we're actually going to grind on the Krakens. In either an RPG sense or a colloquial sense. So it's Maya Fox today for the first time since she was on Canada's Drag Race. What I'll say is simply that saw someone give her a $20 tip, and she did the classic drag queen sell, and then like, you know, take the 20 and then overly, you know, demonstrate towards the person who just tipped her that much. Like we said, 76 on the way. And it just reminded me, the last time I saw Maya Fox, I tipped her a 20. She didn't even make eye contact with me. She walked by. Like, I don't know if she even realized it was a 20. It's fine. I get plenty of attention from drag queens. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 5. Oh, baby. Defense went up by 3. Oh, baby. Speed went up by 3. Guts went up by 2. Vitality went up by 1. IQ up by 2. Luck went up by 1. Maximum hit points went up by 15. That rocks. Maximum psychic points went up by 8. Not bad. Okay. I'm not sure if Ness gets healing Omega. He's got rockin' Omega. I didn't realize that. I missed it. Oh, but I remember looking at it. It's powerful. I should break it out at some point. Usually when I have the party, I'm just never going to... It's the Mani statue. Usually when I have a full party, I'm never going to have Ness on offensive psychic abilities. On the evil part of your brain. You can't beat me. Because you are the one who forced me into being. Ness's nightmare attacked. In the guise of the Mani statue. Ness attacks. Ness's nightmare emitted a glorious light, but it didn't work on Ness. Ness's nightmare tried PSI, Rock, and Alpha. That worked. It's recovering hit points. Let's hit it with a Rock and Omega. Only one, though. No, I shouldn't even do it in this one. I need to do it when the stakes are lower. The Ness's Nightmare Song is some dirty bass. Oh, we get to see Rock and Omega anyway. Oh, we don't see it, though. And that's why we didn't use our special thing. Feels like this might be a battle you have to lose, but I'm not sure that it is. So I'm not going to just lose. Try to prove something. Shield's not going to help. Paralysis is almost certainly not going to work. And yeah, I'm going to try it. No. Can't paralyze your own nightmares. Now they've got a power shield. Do I have... Nope. I have nothing that would stop it from having the shield, so I just need to bounce it over to myself 3 times, hoping I don't get a critical hit. Take 50% of the damage you do, and then it heals. Mortal damage. But we have the cure for that. Is this thing... I mean, I don't know. I know nothing about this thing. Feels like it's right. Oh! Oh. What's this? You did not get the mortal damage with Rock and Omega. Let's find out what Rock and Pie does, even though I'm going to regret doing this. Not really all that much. And I gotta recover. It's got a doubled up power shield now. Still only 50% reflected. Well, pardon me for yawning. How are we for time? Oh, we're great. Barely started. For better and for worse. Ah, the worst part being, holy smokes, I'm not bored or anything, but I think it feels like I've been going a long time to me. That said 523 damage, but it didn't say it was mortal. Oh, but that said mortal. Okay, I'm letting myself lose. No? Ness, looks like you get your head handed to you. So, how about giving it another shot? Yes. Ness decided to return after summoning all the courage and energy he had. Good luck! I mean, bringing a flying man would help that fight. Gotta remember, stay at the hotel. Is this one the hotel? No, this is the shop. Yes, if you printed it on the exterior walls. Get started with a magic butterfly. Be funny if the photographer showed up in Magicant. That's how good his instincts are. So yeah, it's not gonna be a long one today. Next week, when I'm less rushed, we'll be beating EarthBound. And part of my strategy for that will involve making iced tea. Okay, there is a limited number of flying men. I'll be your courage. I'll remain unless you lose your courage. Call me Flying Man too. Wait, I didn't check the other. Who died here? Ness's courage is resting here. He fought well and died. That's an incredible touch. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. You can see the little pause as Ness comes across the threshold. You know what? If I have a space in my inventory, why wouldn't I go grab the Dragonite? Alright. Let her die down. Pardon me? Let's open the present. Bag of Dragonite. Ness takes it. Splat? Nope. You encounter the French Kiss of Death. French Kiss of Death gave the Kiss of Death. Ness got poisoned. And we have nausea and the common cold for gradual minor hit point loss. You take a serious pang from the poison every round. However, nothing a little healing beta shouldn't cure? Yes. Load of dice. Good job, Flying Man. He took that one down all on his own. It's exciting. Not tonight, I don't think. But in the coming week, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get myself into full drag with nobody's assistance for the first time. I've done my full body with no one's assistance. But once I close the loop on that makeup, oh, it's going to be liberating. I'm excited. Then the question becomes, how long do I keep doing my current Jamie Rose makeup style, where I'm doing what Jocelyn taught me, which is basically like a slightly modified imitation of Jocelyn Tower's face. Obviously, I probably won't do that forever. Gotta figure out my own face. Don't think I'll do that right away. I think I'm content for, I can post a few months while I figure it out and get better. Ness level's now 77. HP up 3. Yeah, level ups aren't super exciting at this point. It's hard designing a character progression system so that the later level ups, you can do it by having a level cap. The final level you can possibly gain is good. You get something worthwhile out of it. And now you gotta play the last 20% of the game without ever experiencing level up again. You know where it really worked out well for us? In Gloomhaven, I had the Spellweaver character as my starter character. And my personal quest involved killing a specific enemy that we didn't meet for a long time. And as a result, I had a character who I played all the way from level 1 to level 9. I think I can go without the magic tart. You know what, though? A magic tart would have been helpful. And I still don't want to throw this stuff out, because I want to bring this goddess band back to Paula. What are you going to do? And so, what was I saying? Oh, come on, Flying Man. Could you please help me kill the guy who's going to kill you with a bomb? I'd really like Flying Man to survive. Never mind. Yeah. Carefree Bomb's a real tough enemy. Okay. Please, Ness, just don't miss. Oh yeah, so I got the Spell Weaver up to level 9, and the level 9 ability I chose was called Inferno, and it was an ability that hits every enemy in the room you're in, right? And like it sounds like, the Spell Weaver is kind of a general spellcaster, so she uses a lot of the different elements, and it's a fire thing. So if you can consume fire, it's a stronger attack on every enemy in the room, mind you. And one day we decided, you know what, it's time. We'd unlocked the side quest that everyone says is the hardest quest, hardest scenario in all of original Gloomhaven, the Oozing Pond. And when we went to do it with my level 9 Spellweaver, it turned out that, I keep walking while I say this. It turned out that that's a single room scenario where there's a whole lot of enemies, including oozes. So they're, pardon me, oozes obviously are gonna keep spawning other oozes. Pardon me, if you don't take them out. There we go. That's how we like to deal with the Carefree Bomb. Sorry, Courage. So yeah, we got there, and it's a single room. And then in addition to fighting your way through all the enemies, at the top and then 2 sides, so like a really wide base triangle. That's happened. I was much better at running the rules when I wasn't also trying to run a show, though. And when we had more time during the pandemic, we did an entire scenario every time we got together, but we weren't broadcasting it. And yeah, we started that scenario, and you got to fight your way to 3 different trees that also like cursed trees that are gonna spawn enemies or whatever that are evil. They're the thing that's corrupting the pond. It's your objective to crush these things. So that's what you have to do. Now, I had an ability to attack everyone in the room. And the room is also filled with imps. And the thing about imps is they're pretty easy to kill, but they're annoying if they hit you. So this scenario is set up to quickly become difficult as the oozes multiply. Think the trees are spawning enemies. And all along the way, you're also dealing with the imps making it harder for you to kill anything. But because of the way things worked out, in the very first round, I was like, someone make sure that you create fire before my turn. When my turn came, I used my Inferno card. I consumed the fire to increase the attack. And then I did this trick that I did every single time for my big hits. Because you're allowed to have both the major and the minor power potion at the same time in Gloomhaven. Then I also had an item that would give me back my consumed items, or at least one of them. So I cycled through using both those potions for +3, and then I believe just bringing back the major power potion for another +2, so +5 to the plus whatever, and it's attack on everything in the room. So it killed every single one of the imps before any of them acted, killed a bunch of oozes even, while hurting all of them. And then I pulled one of the ×2s on one of the objective trees, and we just stomped through that scenario. It is objectively very hard, but it wasn't hard for us at all. It just worked out that way. And so that was a really gratifying way to hit level 9 and be at the absolute peak of being the Spellweaver. Right after that, we did my retirement, my final retirement scenario. I'm the evil part of your brain. You can't beat me, because you are the one who forced me into being. Well, hold on. Let's see. Let's see, pal. I'm gonna do it. Just one rocket omega. The glorious light didn't work, chump. No. Well, don't I feel a fool? I'm not even gonna take the risk on losing my Dragonite. This already feels like it might be a get it on the third try. Getting here with a flying man would obviously be much simpler. You'd take out power shields with Ness only getting hit once. It is very, it's just on the cusp. It's like, I mean, yeah. They probably meant it to look kind of like an evil Oscar. Put devil horns on it. Stick a sacrifice sword. At least it's not using rocking omega yet. I would love for the power shield to go away, but I know it re-upped it. Still? Go away. And then it... Oh. Do it now. Why must you... Okay. Whew. Saved it. And he wasted his turn. Perfect. I would love it if your stupid power shield went away. Okay. This one, just based on the random number... Say that and then it heals. Ha! Okay. That's good RNG. If it's going to go and heal itself, great time to get a smash attack. Fine. I'll use the bag of Dragonite. Watch it be useless here. Ness sprinkled the bag of Dragonite over his head. Yoinks! Ness turned into a gigantic fire-breathing dragon. 500 something damage. Good. Mortal damage to Ness. We'll stop that. Maybe we're making progress on this thing. I wish you wouldn't, jerk. Oh, it's done. It's done. Excellent. Alright. It's good. Get a little heat. Feel the burn. But we won. Triumph. Okay. Ness gained 89,004 experience points. His level's now 78. Offense up 1. Guts up 1. Action points up 3. Psychic points up 1. Ness heard a familiar voice. The center of the Sea of Eden. I don't know whose voice it is. I'm going to guess it's his mom? Or maybe Paula? I'm going to do a generic voice. Giygas' goal is to destroy you. Listen carefully. Everything in the universe can be destroyed at the hands of Giygas. But he and his followers are also in trouble. The Apple of Enlightenment has foretold that Giygas' attempt will fail. It is because of the existence of a boy named Ness. That's me! Listen. Free your mind and know what you must do. Your destiny has already been decided. You, I. Oh, damn it. So this is Ness's voice. You, I. Where should we go? You know deep within the reaches of your mind. What's that? Saturn. Saturn Valley, yes. Go to the valley where the Mr. Saturn live. You'll get something new there. Soon, Magicant will be no more. We must be quick. That's really heard his own voice. Go to Saturn Valley. Go to Saturn Valley now. Ness was filled with the power of the giant step. Ness's speed increased by 5. Ness's vitality increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the Lilliput steps. Ness's guts increased by 5. Ness's luck increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the Milky Well. Ness's speed increases by 5. His IQ increases by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the magnet hill. Ness's vitality was increased by 5. His luck increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the rainy circle. His guts increased by 5. His IQ increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the pink cloud. His speed increases by 5. His guts increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the lumen hole. Ness's luck increased by 5. Ness's IQ increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the fire spring. Ness's speed increased by 5. His luck increased by 5. Instantly, Ness's mind cleared, and he realized that he had possessed great power. At that moment, Ness's psychic powers radically expanded. Ness gained 200,000 experience. Ness's level is now 79. Oh, baby. He's enlightened like poo, so he can get the oh babies on off 4s. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 4. IQ went up 1. Luck up 1. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 144. That rocks. Maximum psychic points went up by 359. And finally, he realized that he had the power of Teleport Beta. Ness made all of the hidden powers his own. Ness absorbed the power into his heart, and Magicant was no more. Now you can wake up. Your friends are waiting for you. It's time to get up. All the sanctuary locations swirling in a montage before the young boy's eyes as he awakens. Being a child burdened with destiny and psychic powers, it's tough, but it could be worse. Paul Atreides has a much worse deal than Ness. The Soundstone that Ness used to have is now gone. Oh, thank God, we got an inventory slot back. What happened, Ness? You've been unconscious for a long time. You kept saying something. Saturn Valley. What's waiting for us there? Anyway, we need to teleport. Yeah. Oh, we're just doing it. We're on rails. But I will not be bullied. I shouldn't say this so confidently. So what if they just don't let me? Tenda Village. It's impressive how big they make a game feel that you can list all of the towns you can teleport to on 3 little lists. In the hole, in we have 3. Stay? Yeah, whatever. Okay, you stay. Where's the shop? Is it over here? Yes. You like the Horn of Life? Give me the Horn of Life. Like the end of Utsumaki. No matter what you do to try, you gradually realize you're stuck in this town for some reason. Yeah, that's good. Try to leave by the road just leads back. You discover an underground cave, and at the very bottom of the cave, it opens up into the entrance of the cave. Give me the Horn of Life. I'll give you something. Look at the list. Will you give Horn of Life? Yes. Okay, I'll give you the plain roll. You happy? I happy. Ness got the plain roll. I'm not thrilled. It is a list that we just go down. Did I have enough horns of life for the full list? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. I don't think I have 5 more horns of life yet. In fact, I vaguely remember saying a whole thing about how I don't need to get all of them. Oh, no. And he's going down the list for each of us. Is anybody else holding a horn of life? Yes. Or is it random? Better not be random. Okay. Obviously the goddess band will turn out, if it's for any of us, and it is, to be for Paula. For Paula. Here we go. Boom. Nice defense boost there. Okay. Go back outside and try my best to recall what the thing is. Or what the thing is. Why am I saying what the thing is? It's very hot, that's why. Yes, there's a shop in the underworld where I can purchase the Horn of Life. I don't think it's these guys, though. But we'll check. Hey, strange fellow. After an earthquake. Oh, that springs. Yeah, we've talked to this guy. We know all about whatever he's talking about. Yes. Gotta go to the actual underground Tenda Village. Uh-oh. There we go. Ooh, I got a bunch of hand-me-down drag stuff. Because Drag Mama and my dear sister Serotonin are redoing their drag room. And to have more space, they've been doing this for 10 years. They're getting rid of some stuff. Sweet deal for me. I haven't gone through it, but in case anybody is excited, this is me. Shoes. So I got these, which are, yeah, good. They're good. Solid 5-inch heel, I think that is. And then these are, yeah, simple but really nice. I like the way the heel comes up. And that's a 6, maybe 6.5. And I don't understand. Shoe sizes are weird. Because the ones that I've looked at so far are all 11s. And I wear a 10. And squeeze into a 9.5. Actually, I probably can't for a women's 9.5. And yet they aren't like flopping off my feet, so that's good. You're a foreigner, aren't you? I'm a worldwide Tenda. I'm an exchange student who traveled to a country that is known as an economic superpower. My name is Igo Stick. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Shall I loan you some money? No, I don't need your money. Wait, I might. Oh no, forgot about... Yeah, here we go. So, can't buy any. Whatever. It's an extortionate pricing scheme, but we're gonna live with this. Hold on, Ness, eat your plain rolls. Look at Ness. It's storyline relevant, but he's just Totally outclassing his friends now. Hey, Ego. I'll see. 1,700 each. 300. Say 320. It's 3,400. 4,000. It's hot. Imagine that handling fee. I mean, it's actually not that much. It's like an ATM in a bar. Oh, you didn't want to. You don't want to leave the bar because you're having fun with your friends. Well, we can give you some money for drinks. You don't mind paying an enormous service fee. Dude. I'm optimistic we can teleport Beta out of here. Yep. Nice touch. No. Okay. Well, there's an even nicer touch that that you can't even teleport from underground, but they still gave you the full animation. Okay, so then to escape the underworld, what do we do? I don't think it's this way. Wait, can we do it from here? No. Can we do it at all? Oh no. I've gone backwards. Can I go all the way backwards? Can I leave? I was hoping we were at Squash the Chompasaur. Oof. Well, it's a tough Chompasaur. It's not gonna be tough enough. Boom, 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 boom. Once that baseline starts walking, Ness and his friends are not messing around. Paul's level is 67. That's went up by 1. Luck went up by 1. Excellent hit points went up by 2. Selected points went up by 2. Yeah, it's absolutely impossible for a non-level 4, non-multiplier of 4 level up to be exciting in the context where we just saw Ness absorb the entire melody of the soundstone and just gain a ton of experience. Imagine if the how would we ever find out? But what if the dinosaurs had psychic powers? All our speculation about how was the T-Rex just a scavenger because of its useless arms and stuff? No, of course not. T-Rex killed its prey with mind bullets. Whoa. That was an interesting enemy icon. Okay. I think I can just walk backwards through here. And the flames flee. I guess it matters if backwards is the way. about the power to kill a yak? I went back and listened to... Here's a thing I hadn't thought about in a long time. The Lonely Islands thing. Just splat, please. No. Oops. Should not have left Paula in this shape. The Lazy Sunday. Listen to Lazy Sunday, one of the earliest viral videos. Holds up. It's funny. I like The Lonely Island. But I especially like Lonely Island having Chris Parnell on there. Chris Parnell is great. Chris Parnell's one of those guys, you see him in anything. And you know, as soon as he comes on screen, like, okay, this part will be funny at least. And if the thing's already funny, Chris Parnell comes on the screen, you're like, shit's about to get really funny. Jeff's level is now 67. Offense up 2. Speed up 1. Hit points up 2. Ooh. I'll have to check that out. He's also... I'm not sure this is getting me out of here. He's also against type, I would say, playing just, Cyril and Archer. I don't think of Cyril as like a Chris Parnell. Like, Cyril can be a blowhard in a way. Oh, right. It's your sanctuary location. Are we allowed to, when it's not the storyline? No. I haven't doomed us, I hope. Well, no, I haven't. Because if nothing else, I didn't save the game while I was down here. And I shan't now. I'm pretty sure they would have caught a soft lock this big. Yeah. No. Gotta dispute the calculations. Who and Paula took that thing down and both the others need to get involved. We got a meteorite. I bet that's a consumable attack weapon. Ah. Pardon me making a hideous yawn face. For a young man, Ness is real thick in the trunk now. Stout compared to his compatriots. But in like a Samoa Joe kind of way. Like a young Samoa Joe even. Yeah. Ness's level is now 80. Offense up 1, guts up 2, vitality up 2, luck up 1. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 30. Maximum psych points went up by 2. Pooh's level is now 62. Offense up 1, vitality up 1, IQ up 1, maximum hit points up 12, psych points up 2. Unspectacular. Just die. Great. I willed it to be so. Oh. Good to know. Yeah, of course. What was I thinking? When you just can't use it, it tells you so. So if there's that, when we blew up, it was obviously because we collided with something. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 3. Defense went up by 1. This is Paula. Oh, baby. Speed went up by 3. IQ went up by 2. Maximum hit points went up by 1. That rocks. Maximum psych points went up by 8. What level was that for Paula? 68. Okay. It was a multiple of 4. Here we go. Yep. It's just, I think the tiny ones, I think it's still using the same, like, the growing circles grow proportional to the big ones and how far they move, which is how I managed to crash into a tree. Let's hit the hot spring. Okay, there we go. I was like, it's not very hot. Gotta go deeper. Resting well in the hot spring heals you. Terrible business for the... I like the Horn of Life. Give me the Horn of Life. I'll give you something. Here we go. Talisman coin. Find out who it's good for. Might just be Ness, the hero of destiny. And then the Hall of Fame bat. Oh, wow. That's dedication. Hall of Fame bat. There we go. Does it even matter? Nope. Should have done that sooner, I guess. Okay. I don't care. It's about the journey, not the destination. Oh, but what if the talisman coin is good? It's not. Unless it's like, this is specifically good for a poo. I don't think so. Thinking coin of kings is probably the only thing poo can equip if such a thing exists. If such a thing exists. Slurring my words a lot today. It's hot, did I mention? Imbibed a little bit earlier. It's funny because from their perspective, they're not tiny when they're in the like land of the lost, when they're in the hollow earth. So why would it change how they do teleport beta? Okay, I'm gonna run to the washroom. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna wrap up pretty soon so that we have a nice, tidy package of gloriously beating EarthBound next week. Hang tight, gang, and I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Okay. I thought this was funny. I do what I say. Cross art. I don't think they've all... Maybe they have. Do you want slumber? Gale. Might as well slumber. We went to the drag brunch today with our friends Tanisha and Tyra, who have still never seen one of my performances. Although they have every intention of doing so. Which the scheduling hasn't been working out. And so Tanisha was like, so I think I can make it to your show later in July, but like, would it be weird if I brought my extremely straight boyfriend to the show? And I was like, no, that's allowed. You can bring it. We're all friends here. You can bring whoever you want. And I was like, but I feel compelled to mention to you, I'm obliged to say, I was Danielle's straight boyfriend when she started bringing me to these shows. Ness, it's your dad. I deposited $53,119 into your bank account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $268,834 in the bank. Whew. It's a scorcher here in Forsyth or wherever I live, Ness. Slurring my words. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, $132,299. Paula, $112,534. Jeff, $37,369. Pooh, $77,307. Anyway, what do you need from me? Record my deeds, Father. Had a really weird dream. All done. Your 2-year-old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. He's gonna be a real generous tipper when he grows up, combining the destruction of the ego with becoming independently wealthy at 13 years old. Created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. Now we're carrying on, Father. Ness, you like to work hard, just like your mother, but I don't think it's good to work too hard. And I think new things, difficult things from now. Oh ho.
I'm not sure what'll happen. I sense big time trouble ahead for you. I'm gonna stay here for a while, help Mr. Saturn. It's important for a man to enjoy doing his duty.
Well, at least... I was going to say at least, but no, the relationship in Cat's Cradle is a very difficult one, too. I was going to say it's better than father and son. Which is a great song. Excellent, excellent. Everything proceeded as planned. Dr. Andonuts, Mr. Saturn, and I worked together and finally completed the Phase Distorter. The purpose of the device is to enable instantaneous travel through space and time. In this prototype, you can only travel to different points within the same time period. It is able, however, to search out the locations of enemies. Right now, it is indicating the presence of enemies in the Lost Underworld.
Yaha! The Mr. Saturns are incredible folk. And the Apple Kid, he is the most exceptional young man.
Oh, this fucking guy. Dr. Andonuts, please. Very different from other kids. Well, anyway. The prototype Phase Distorter has been stolen. Someone resembling a pig wearing clothes took Mr. Saturn captive and stole the device. So... Oh. Breathe is so good. So, we get in the Phase Distorter. Just takes us back to the... Nope, nothing happens. Boom, boom. It doesn't work. One thing is missing. But that one material cannot normally be found on the Earth. The material I'm thinking of came from a meteorite that fell when I was much younger. Have you seen a meteorite anywhere recently? Yes. Eureka! That's it! Well, even just a piece of the meteorite. I can synthesize the material Zexonite. I doubt that your mortal enemy Giygas, or whatever, will allow you to go to Onette and get a piece of the meteorite. By now, Onette is in his evil hands. You must go, though, so take every possible precaution. The Mr. Saturns have introduced some of their new developments at their shop. Please check them out before you leave. I wonder what Onette is like at this point in time. Well, we're going to find out as our last act here, because I forgot about this part. I'm Dr. Saturn Zoom. I can repair your body, boy. You want me to operate on you, ding? You Kale? Alright, that's great. Zoomer. Hold on. If there are new developments in the shop, why wouldn't we? But which one's the shop? Alright, it's up here. I think. It is or it's not. Definitely not both. I think it's this one. Yeah, you come buying. You can sell too. Hi, Mr. Saturn boy. Can do all for you. What do you want to Zoom? What you buying, Zoom? Eh. But there's more than one shop. Bionic slingshot. None of this shit seems to matter for anybody. Ooh, that matters. Any of these three pendant options is better for Paula. Let's get $5 grand to have a little walking around money. Wait, no. If you're not gonna buy, then don't buy, Zoom. I never landed on a voice I like for the Mr. Saturns. I think we're gonna do night pendant because it sounds cool. Oh, she can't fit it. Oh, I might as well sell some junk. Hold on. Can I do... I mean, I know I can do Macho Man if I, like, listen to him and practice for a minute. You want to sell me things? Me, boing? Oh, theme bat. Hold on. No, I'm going to destroy my throat trying to do Macho Man without, like, figuring it out first. Most us pay for that, brother. Not that we endorse the views of Hulk Hogan. We'll, alright. My pledge to you, the viewers, is that, by the time we do Mother, I'll practice my Macho Man. You sell things at me, boing? It's good phrasing. Of course, it's faster to just drop things, and it's not obvious to me why I'm not just doing that. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yep, The night pendant is a little better. What is its gimmick? Let's find it. Oh, interesting. Well, you know what? Given how horrible Flash Beta is, probably for the best. Okay. With the caveat that when I go to one it, I might suddenly remember that it's long or something and be like, no, I don't have it in me. Or do I just not have it in me? Because if I don't, I should admit that to myself now. I think I can do it. We'll find it. So I won't save. I'm so confident. But come on, Jeff. Just fix this harmonica. Yes! After being fixed, the broken harmonica became the baddest beam. Is that what it sounds like? It's not. He'd fixed it sooner, maybe. I'll probably just wind up having Jeff drop those things. Doesn't feel responsible to foist them off on the good people of any shop in this game. Boom. Teleported successfully. We're home. Like 3 now. You can't go in any of the buildings, but they didn't write a bunch of cool new dialogue. The town is not crawling with enemies. So the enemies probably crop up along the path to the meteor. See if you can go anywhere. Probably not. Can you go into Ness's home at least? That'd be cool. You can tell there's nothing else active. Look how smooth this is right now. And then a little less smooth. Good, we can't go into Ness's scary house. Oh, Ness! You finally showed up. There are plenty of creepy monsters running around Winnett now. The townspeople are barricaded in their homes, afraid to go out. I'm fine, but I am a bit scared. Everything will be okay if we just sit here quietly in the dark. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat some steak? Yes, Mom. Are you more relaxed? Okay. At this point, you guys might just be the strongest force in the world, don't you think? I don't know about Jeff here, but I am. Is Tracy back home hiding out? Yep. I can only help by keeping your items here. I support you wholeheartedly. Don't get yourself knocked off. I will be strong while you're gone. Oh, it's my line now? Oops. What do you want me to do? I like the ludonarrative dissonance. Being like, here, hold on to the death ray, little sister. Hopefully the baddest beam, you know, keeps her attention a bit more. Alright. Fun. Is there any Easter egg in Ness's bedroom? Probably not. Alright. Well, let's try to go to the meteor. I will not make a second attempt if I'm defeated somehow. If I succeed, that's where we'll shut it down. On YouTube, I'll fix the name of this episode so it's a pun about Magicant. And I promise I'll come up with something better than Towards Giygas for next week. Ghost of Starman. Oof. 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 That was mortal damage to Pooh, too. Alright, come on, team. Let's kill this Starman before we all die. Or the rest of you, at least. Good job, Paula. Paula's like, I don't want to die! She's like the windmill robot in that episode of Futurama. Oh my god, the windmill robot is so friggin' funny. It is this. Wait, obviously. Nah, never mind. You can't even go to the Okies? I don't know what they're. I guess it's not important. They're the jerk neighbors. Well, our new feeling is that we kill the ghosts of Starman first. Unless we find out this time that the evil eye has some really terrible attack. Okay. Well. Okay, we've lost Paula. In fact, let's just bring her back. Oh no. Right, of course. Okay, just fight it out, Ness. Or possibly fail. I like how when the brain shock thing happens, you get a little Pac-Man effect. See how the windows, the bottom windows come around on the sides? It's fun. Okay, not optimal. Ness has so many psychic points now that we do have the luxury of taking our time with this. And then is life up Omega to all of us? Yep. And it's real good. Okay. Well, I can see how this is going to go. We're going to take a big hit, and then we're going to win. Without fully absorbing the big hit. We'd like to win faster. There we go. Alright, who helped Paula out? Sweet. It's tough to tell what the backs are for these things. Do mechanical Octobots explode? It doesn't matter. Ghosts of Starman definitely explode in the sense that they hit you with Starstorm almost immediately. Oh. Nice try, Ghost of Starman. Jim, do something if you're going to win the fight. You're going to fight for your life, mechanical Octobot. Shouldn't have done that. Ness's level's now 81. Offense up 2. Speed up 1. IQ up 1. Luck up 1. Maximum hit points up by 2. That rocks. Maximum psych points went up by 8. Jeff's level's now 68. Offense up 1. Defense up 2. Speed up 1. Guts up 2. Vitality up 1. Oh, baby. IQ went up by 3. Luck went up by 1. Maximum hit points went up by 11. I believe the mechanical Octobot did not explode. Certainly hope that was true. Oh no. Ness has been diamondized. I think healing pie will fix that. Good. Not that it wouldn't be fun to... If someone else gets diamondized, I'll just win the fight. Oof. Oh, I got brain shocked. Nothing we can do about it. We just gotta hope she doesn't kill Pooh. But she hasn't so far. Okay. Whew. Why am I suddenly... No, it's just the heat. There's nothing more to it. Pooh's level... Oh, fading. Pooh's level is now 63. Offense up 2. Defense up 2. Hit points up 2. Psychic points up 2. That's solid. Ness is so powerful now that he can max out everyone else's hit points with life up. Even Liar exaggerate. Okay. There's something shiny that you can reach. Do you want to try and get it? Yes. Ness got the meteorite piece. Good. And yes, I could teleport Beta out of here. But I shan't. I'm gonna walk back to Ness's home and use the phone there. The full circle thing for Ness. Oh no, it stole our PSI caramel. An item that we're not gonna need. And that we'll be fine without. Remember when we could kind of see that crashed spaceship in the Land of the Lost cave where we couldn't do anything? That was foreshadowing for the enemies that we're going to go and get in the Lost Underworld. Oh my. Oh me. Okay. That was the evil eye. Okay. Take the plain yogurt, you weirdo. I have $4,000 in cash on me. I'll buy some more yogurt. We're gonna keep Paula diamondized just to see what sprites look like on the main screen when they're diamondized. I can guess. Oh. Not just guess, but remember. It's fun. I should have fixed it before we did this, though. Hopefully. Oh, problem solved. Boom. There's no boss here. Everything's gonna be fine. Paul's got a normal body. Ness thinks that's understating the case. But listen, they are allowed to have those thoughts about each other. I'm not spelling it out anymore because these are children. Not Ness. It stole the luxury jerky. Well, easy come, easy go. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. Yep, that's true. My understanding, I think it's the Japanese, like the original Japanese script specifies that that Ness turns 13 during the story. I think the American manual maybe just says he's 13 the whole time. So you get into PG movies. Paula's level's now 69. Nice. Luck went up by 1. HP up 1. Psychic points up 1. Yeah, at long last, there are no mountains left to climb, I don't think, experience point wise. Alright, Diamond dies us one last time, you horrible jerk. Ooh, striking his own friend. All that meditating. The evil eye glares at him. He's like, I'll punch Ness in the face. Jeff's level's now 69. Nice. HP up 1. It's not... The journey is its own reward. See? Ah, whatever. I'm not even worrying about that. Let's pick up the receiver. Hey, his options go down at this point. Ness? It's your dad. I deposited $13,131 into your account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $276,965 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, $44,560. Paula, $111,874. Jeff, $116,244. Boo, $18,102. Well, anyway, what do you need from me? Write my needs down, Father. All done. Ah, your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. I've created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. Going to sleep sounds appealing, Father. We're a great team, aren't we? Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset. All right? And that's what we'll do, metaphorically. By doing this. Okay. Sweet. We are going to beat EarthBound next Saturday. There's no doubt. So that's exciting. Then I got to figure out what we're doing next. Tossed out the Super Princess Peach idea, but maybe I'll do that as a weekday thing because I got more time. But I don't have that much more time because I'm getting shit done this summer. But there will be extra streams this week. I'll announce them. I know I've said this before. Tomorrow. Not necessarily on the stream tomorrow, but I'll announce it tomorrow. Okay. Great. Great time. And now, where would we go from here? Tomorrow, Dreams in the Witch House. I don't think we're going to get to the end. And I certainly don't think we're going to beat it because I just don't see how this story could possibly have an ending that feels like a victory for Walter. But who knows? We'll find out. And then, like I said, something's coming, but I can't announce it yet. But I promise, I'm not just continuing to say that for years without delivering. Then, on Wednesday, skies are clear for Greg and I to go back into TMNT Shredder's Revenge, check out the survival mode, and then if we're done with that within the episode, I don't know what we'll do. But we'll do something. Maybe we'll start Absalom. I don't know. Either way, mark your calendars for Wednesday, July 29th, when Greg and James beat him up. We'll have its first marathon episode. We'll start probably in the early afternoon. Probably go to our normal time. Maybe I can even convince Greg to stay later. We'll have to set a timer to remind us to get up and stretch our legs. I'll have to think about what we do for the fact that we'll need to eat at some point. What will the content be? What do I have? It's like a rerun. These are things for me to think about. I'll figure them out. Wednesday, July 29th. But this Wednesday, just regular Greg and James beat them up. On Friday Night Frosthaven, we just had an edge of your seat victory in the Dead Pass scenario. Now we're pulling back to the Outpost for our final Outpost. No, not our final Outpost phase at all before we finish the Algox questline. But there's only 2 scenarios left in the Algox questline. And then we've closed the loop on 2 of the faction quests, and we only have to worry about the lurkers. And then also we have to worry about solving enough of the puzzles that we can advance in the actual main quest. We might have more Frosthaven behind us than ahead of us at this point, which could still mean that we're playing for another 2.5 years. Who knows? And then next Saturday, before you know it, we're back here and we're taking it home. we'll be homeward bound on the next Earthbound stream. So, hey, sweet. This was a ton of fun, even though didn't do much, didn't play long. I was very warm the whole time. I don't care. I had a good time, and I'm glad you all joined me. So, why would I say that though when I have a whole baked in thing? If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So, thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're all taking the fight to Giygas, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet. Peach.